What's up, Clanners? This is Ezeldog of Red Hot Heat here with the Red Hot replay that's long overdue since I've been traveling, but luckily a lot of our wars, last two of the last week, are still available. Looking back at our war log in the last 39 days, we have 17 wins, 1 loss, and 2 ties. I think we're going to add on to in our current war. We're going to go ahead and go back 2 wars here and try to move fairly quickly here against liberal smashers. A lot of 3 stars to show. Starting at the bottom here with exotic turtles, because turtles is using a hog attack at Town Hall 7. I just finished watching turtles hog attack in the current war, where a lot of her hogs got taken out by 1 giant bomb, just a single, and it wasn't pre-heal. But I want to see how these level 1 hogs are doing. Here we got the dragon kill going on, dragon versus dragon. We'll just fast forward through this little bit, and now here come the hogs. I like the wall of hogs. And there's some bomb gaps there in the top, and you see there on the right, the hogs are just dead. They're just dying in 1 shot. I'm really glad that Turtles is experimenting with the hog attack at Town Hall 7, because when she goes up to Town Hall 8, it's going to be very familiar to her how to plan heals and how to deploy and how to do the CC kill. But I'm just trying to figure out for my own self what to tell people about hogs at Town Hall 7. Looks like you pretty much have to almost entirely avoid the giant bombs, because they will just kill the hogs completely. Okay, Turtles had a 6-star war. Predator had a 6-star war. So did Windshard. We're going up to Predator's hog attack here at Town Hall 8. This is what Turtles is building up to. A couple things. We got the giant lure going on to bring out the CC dragon. Trying to send a couple hogs in the gap there. I've been noticing how trash buildings in front of the gap are sometimes forcing the hogs left or right a little bit, and they end up in front of the defense instead of in that gap. So if you've got a giant bomb gap of your own, don't put a space between your trash buildings there. Make the hogs path around it, and we'll figure out how we can deal with it. Predator was fortunate to get a skeleton trap triggered, and is also smart enough not to try to poison the dragon, so he can save that poison for any other skeleton traps that pop up. He's using a P.E.K.K.A. in place of his Barb King, which I don't know if it's as necessary at Town Hall 8, but it's working there. It helped distract the dragon, and it's getting a little tanking in for the wizards. One thing I did have a comment on in this attack, and I've seen it a lot, is people just using a 2-finger hog drop by default. Nice heal on the right there, snag the giant bomb. This heal on the left could have been a little lower. It doesn't quite get the bomb. The bottom heal does, and the hogs are going to clean up the base. You know, a 2-finger drop gets your hogs out fast, which you want, but it also leaves them vulnerable to an outside bomb if they all just run up to it like a train. So, you saw in Turtles' hog attack there was a double wall of hogs, which I think is another great way to get your hogs out fast and spread them out a little bit. So, yeah, her hogs were not vulnerable to those 2 bombs there in the top because of the way they were spread. So think about that, and maybe even think about tip-tapping in your hogs per defense, sort of surgical-like, or like you would with balloons, targeted balloons, as opposed to spam balloons. Durr had a 6-star war. And we're looking at this one because it's a hog attack against the Town Hall 9. Durr has been upgrading hogs and learning hogs, and has been mostly cleaning up Town Hall 8s for us. Okay, so let's see what goes on here against this Town Hall 9. You see a good lure going on up there, and this giant is going to bring the dragon up into the queen area. Took out a spring trap, and we've got some wizards up here, and witch and a golem to distract the dragon. Now that gap, the golem is just going to walk right in and tank for the troops, the CC troops, the wizards, and the witches and the AQ are going to come in and kill that enemy queen, and I think get a double bomb set here, up here in the top, or at least probe for 1. Yeah, there's 1. So 1 bomb down, it saves you on your heals. Now here comes, yes, what we're talking about, a wall of hogs. That way, if there was a gap there between the Archer Tower and the Wizard Tower, if there'd been a bomb, only a couple of hogs would have been vulnerable to it. That heal was a little bit behind the hogs there. Probably should have put it more toward the core, or saved it. You see that we found a double bomb there on the right. Sometimes there's more gaps than you can check, but again, when your hogs are spread, they're less vulnerable, and it allows you to save your heals a little bit. But Dare has a main group of hogs working around the base. I didn't see a poison or what happened to it. Maybe the Dark Factory is upgrading because there's some skeletons there chasing the hogs down. Some of our guys are a little slow on their skeleton poisoning, which can really help your hogs. But these hogs are going to make it through the bottom of the base, mostly all in heals. The Archer Queen is up. The Wizards are up. We've got Wizards coming in on the back and some Archers for cleanup. And it's just going to be a nice 3-star. So lure, kill, drop your hogs, good heals. And that's how you 3-star with hogs. I think Dur had another one in the last war that we may end up showing. Okay, we're going to move up to Giant here on number 7. I haven't watched all these. I just saw the 3-stars and I'm trying to pick out people who don't always get featured. Oh, this is, this is right up Giant's alley. Going with the GoWipe for the 3-star. What have we said? Pretty low base, low walls, and nice, big, easy to walk through compartments. This is where GoWipe can be, I think, the most effective because you don't get stuck in the core. We've seen it before, and Giant knows how to do it. Sending everything in, sending in the Wizards, healing in the middle, raging in the middle, doing all the good stuff, and just now they're just going to walk around the base. There's just so much tanking in the core with those P.E.K.K.A.s and the Golems. They're shooting back out over the wall, and some other things are just walking around the wall. So, there's a big knock on GoWipe, and we try to encourage people not to use it because hogs and balloons can be so much more effective. But it's also very effective against these wide open bases without a lot of compartments. And we've seen Giant do it, and K. Smith, and some other folks. Okay, so good 3-star there. And don't forget the low wall helps too. When you're trying to 3-star GoWipe, you don't want to have to chop through heavy wall. Goku we've shown a number of times. Sir Patrick doesn't always get the 3-star. He's our great cleaner for 2 stars, and he's going to do this here again with the GoWipe. I think he had one in a recent war with some back-end hogs. This one doesn't include those. So let's see what the trick was here. I don't see any hogs in his troop tray. He's sending in 3 golems, breaking in. Looks like he's got a jump spell. Spreading out the Wizards for the funnel, sending in the Witches. I imagine the jump is going to take him into the Town Hall area. Yeah, let's see the corner of this jump. Does that go all the way to the core with those new jump rules? Raging. I know we're going to make it through that one baby trough, but do they go into the Tesla? Okay, they're over the trough. They're going around the crossbow. They may not even try because they've got that alley to walk down to the sweeper. Okay, can't quite tell there. Here comes the P.E.K.K.A. What is he going to do? He jump back out. Okay, so we can't really see what happened with that jump, but the troops are all in the core, and we've got one crew just marching around the side. And again, why does the GoWipe work for 3 sometimes? Look at how wide open the bottom is. We've got the King and 2 P.E.K.K.A.s just tanking for Wizards and Witches, and they're just going to clear that out. All that stuff that's in the core would be stuck at this point, and it wouldn't be able to make it down into this area. It would get just beat up too bad. But he's got some troops that went around that way and just cleared out from the top. That's the whole idea of back-end hogs or back-end balloons, is to get to that kind of 3rd layer of the base. You punch in the 1st layer, you jump into the core, and then that 3rd layer, which wherever it is, opposite of where you came in, you can't reach. But that one was wide open. So good job, Pat. We're going to look at a 3-star by gun. We got 6 minutes left. I think we'll make it. And we're going to look at a Town Hall 10 3-star. Okay, Gunvor is using the Town Hall 9 Lavaloon attack. He's got 1 golem in the... of his own? No, 2 golems of his own. Okay, 2 level 4 golems. I can't remember in the CC. He must have another hound. Let's see how this works. I can't remember. So this is a lot of clan castle troops and would be worth, yet he does it, using the poison when there's that many wizards and archers. Even though there's a dragon, it's taking care of 10 troop space worth of baby troops, which means your archer queen gets to shoot more, and that's how she can take care of the dragon. So I think that's a good use of the poison, even though there was a dragon involved. The Barb King got the queen kill. The queen is just killing stuff everywhere. Got 1 air defense. Nobody walked up to the top one, so he was probably waiting to see, where am I going to come in from, top right or top left. So he's coming in top left. to get that air defense, and then the other hound, the CC hound, the max hound on the top right. Interesting, I'll have to ask him, interesting choice to use the max CC hound instead of the max CC golem. I want to hear his thought process on that. But the queen is still up, and she's distracting and then taking out a crossbow right before I think she's going to go down. Back end loons here, just like with you know, a GoWipe. You got to do something to come up on that back layer, because your stuff will just get bogged down in the core. And now just raging back through, and he must have just had it under control, because those extra balloons you know, came in kind of weird. I know when I'm ahead on balloons, I just save them for cleanup, and that's kind of what he did up there. He dropped them. He was ahead of the game, had it well in hand, and just was able to use his last 2 balloons for cleanup. And that's what they're doing here on the base. And a nice 3-star with a 2 golem push. And a max hound. That might be smart, the max hound, because 3 hounds is not a lot of tanking. Okay, and finally we're going to look at a Town Hall 10 3-star, just because those can be few and far between. This one, I don't remember doing it, but looking at it, it obviously screams for a lava attack. The Infernos are on single, and the air defenses are exposed, and the queen is right there on the corner. So we're going in here with a single golem. We got 3 hounds and 1 in the CC, just breaking in. Now, I'm sure that this was not a cleanup attack, so no idea what was in the CC, but as soon as the wizards and things start bounding out, you know it's time to use the poison, because they will put a serious dent in your golems and your king, so they're more worth it for sure than air skeletons. So when you see wizards coming out, you know, forget about skeletons. Now we're sending in the hogs, and the hounds and the balloons, kind of two-sided here, and pushing at that single inferno. You see it takes out a couple of the hounds. I think there was 1 freeze on it. Now we're freezing the other one. That hound still popped, but there's another one. You know, I haven't quite figured out with single infernos. It's not like you can't freeze them. You know, you definitely want to freeze multis because they chew up your balloons. But if you just let the singles pop your hounds, you can get into trouble there too. It's just not as dire and not as urgent on the single infernos. Okay, but the balloons make it all the way around the base, and a lot of them are in the red, but the pups are everywhere cleaning up, and just a good 3-star Town Hall 10 here to document for future reference, or for future people who want to join the clan and learn how to do what we do. Haven't had a Town Hall 10 recruit in a long time, but I'm sure we'll get one here eventually. Alright, that's it for our war against Liberal Smasher. I'm gonna try to put up another video here real quick, and then another one tomorrow for the current video, or the current war. Once again, this is Ezeldog from Red Hot Heat with the Red Hot replays, and thank you for watching.